You know, a friend once told me that fathers, parents, or whatever, are like boomerangs. If they leave, if you throw them away, they'll always at least try to come back to you. That is, unless you try to bury them while they're still moving.
Hello everyone, it's me, Justin, and today I'm going to be telling you all the history of my favorite character in fiction, BeetleJuice.
Now please allow me to do what I do best, patting myself on the dick, when I return back to this awesome picture of BeetleJuice that I drew about a week ago. The BeetleJuice is by far my favorite character in fiction. I love him because he's the epitome of dark humor, which we all know is what I'm all about. So today, I'm going to be telling you all his history.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Beetle Man. I just wanted to warn you all that, well, I didn't want to warn you, but I want to tell you, if you watch this video all the way through, then I'm gonna come to your bed at night and give you a big hug. Yeah, you know, and you might not wake up with a dick in your ass. Rape laws, you know I hate them.
Okay, I love BeetleJuice. Now I'm telling you the history of the character, by the way, not the movies and everything. BeetleJuice's history when he was alive is pretty faded. There were a few different documents telling you whatever the fuck, and the story that most of the writers seem to go with is that BeetleJuice was a man who's alive during the Black Plague, and during which he tried to hang himself, where he absolutely failed and wound up just slowly choking over the course of several minutes.
This is why his voice is raspy the way it is.
And also why he looks the way he does, because you may have known that every character looks like they died the way they died, and everyone in the netherworld looks, you can tell how they died by how they look at him. And if you look at BeetleJuice, he's got the dark circles around his eyes that someone would give if they hung himself, and he's also covered in mold and stuff, as if he's just kind of been sitting there a while. He also has that mold for a very interesting reason. This beautiful, beautiful fucker, after he arrived to the underworld, he gave everyone a big old middle finger before he became Juno's assistant. He then decided, fuck this, fuck you, fuck us, fuck Tom, fuck Mary, fuck Gus, fuck Darius, fuck the world, and he went on his own, where he started fucking shit up, doing what BeetleJuice does, which got him in so much trouble that he was buried in the cemetery, conveniently in the same town that these two fuckers, whose names I can never remember, were living in. And then when, they did all the bullshit they did, it set him free. So that's why BeetleJuice is stuck in this house and all that shit. Not to mention the fact that he has a huge boner for Lydia, but we're going to be getting to that soon. And then the events of the movie take place. BeetleJuice shows up, wreaks hell, does some head spins,
Gets the wax out of his ears, and a little bit out of my ass, too.
Yeah, he shows up, gets the wax out of his ears, and he fucks around, scaring the shit out of people, and tries to marry Lydia. That's where the events of the movie, blah, blah, blah. And then in the movie, they summon a sandworm, which eats him, which gets him sent back to the netherworld. While dear old BJ... well, BJ was chilling down in the underworld. He got his head shrank, which is something a lot of people talk about. Why did he not have that in the cartoon? Because the cartoon is supposed to be a sequel to the movie. A child-friendly sequel, but a sequel. BeetleJuice, considering how brutal his death was... Hold on. Considering how absolutely brutal BeetleJuice's death was, that meant his soul was very tormented, therefore giving him a shit ton of powers. So, he was able to turn his head back to normal. BeetleJuice then goes on to get a bit of reform. While being in the underworld, he becomes less of a pervert, but he's still the same good old BeetleJuice. He just kind of learns to control himself a bit more, and it's not even that he's forced to. BeetleJuice just gets down there, and everyone fucking hates him. For some reason. I don't know why. Everyone I know fucking would love to have a friend like BeetleJuice.
I know, 'cause I'm that friend like BeetleJuice.
Except I like dick.
Anyway, so BeetleJuice gets his happy ass alone. He's alone. No one really likes him. And he grows kind of lonely until the day comes where Lydia needs his help. She needs some severe help once more, and the other two ghosts have passed on. So she decides to take one more chance at summoning BeetleJuice, which is a really fucking stupid decision. Fuck you, Lydia, I love you. But, you know, BeetleJuice comes, and this time he wants to make a change. BeetleJuice wants to be a decent ghoul. He doesn't want to ruin his one chance at friendship. And so, you know, Lydia and BeetleJuice become friends. And somehow the Dietzes, being Lydia's parents, completely forget BeetleJuice ever existed. I don't know how. And you know this because they actually meet BeetleJuice when he's disguised as a human a few times, and they don't recognize him at all. Don't know how that works, but okay. Yeah. BeetleJuice continues to be Lydia's friend until forever. Until, you know, Lydia dies, in which we don't really get a story after that. We just know what happens in the movie, and there's no real story after that. We're just led to believe that that Lydia and BeetleJuice are friends for the rest of the time. BeetleJuice would raise hell in the netherworld, and Lydia would have to bail him out of it. And a lot of people like to fantasize that the two were fucking, but pedophilia and necrophilia at the same time. I'm half on board with that. I'm on board with the necrophilia. I don't like pedophilia. My uncle was a pedophile. That didn't turn out well for me. It's true, though. I laugh at my own pain because it makes me feel better. Well, everyone, that's the history of BeetleJuice. I am Justin, your dark comedian, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon.